Hi there, it's time for another mug musing. Have you ever had a full night's sleep? That proverbial 8 hours, maybe even nine, but still woken up feeling exhausted. Meanwhile, there are people who sleep 5 hours and are bouncing through the day like, the squirrels who might have had their own cup of coffee. What's going on? What's the difference? And here's the thing that I want you to sip on today. Sleep restores your body. Alignment restores your soul. And if you're constantly tired, it might not be because you need more rest. It might be because your energy is simply being spent in the wrong places, in the places that don't fuel your soul and your purpose in life. So I'm Laura Clark. If you have not been introduced to me, I'm founder of the Wise Living Institute, and this is another mug musing, which is really a simple reflection, something to sip on in a given moment where you can take what resonates and let go of the rest. But most importantly, you use it to gently inquire into your own life so that wisdom isn't something that we just hear. It's something that you can live, that you can put into your life simply, quickly, and with ease. So, most of the advice around being tired focuses on things like sleep cycles and caffeine intake and alcohol intake and the amount of screen time you have and productivity hacks in order to get more done. Or maybe even evening rituals which take you out of the day-to-day minutia and put some calm and ease into your body prior to snoozing. Those things matter, but there's another kind of exhaustion that no amount of sleep fixes, and that's alignment exhaustion. It's that deep, tired, to your core feeling when you're doing things that don't quite match who you are or where your life is trying to move to, but you keep getting pulled in this other direction because of responsibilities, right? There's a lot of aspect of life happenings in our worlds that ask us to go off course because of something important, and it becomes a priority, but we're not either ready for it or put ourselves in a place where we're in alignment for it. So here's my question for you. Have you ever felt more tired after doing something that just didn't feel like you, or you were being asked to do it in a different way? Maybe a meeting, maybe an obligation, maybe even one of those soul responsibilities to deal with. You're doing the right thing, uh, but other people are saying, do it this way, do it here, do it that way, come over here, do this. And it's just simply exhausting. Or maybe even you're just saying yes when your intuition is quietly whispering no, that ego, yes, I'll do that. And that quiet on the shoulder saying, no, this isn't for you. If any of that resonates, throw it in the comments, let me know. Um, and consider why you might have been feeling tired lately, because misalignment drains our energy faster than our work. Not all tiredness comes from the effort or the minutia or the day-to-day responsibilities of life. That is tiring, but your energy is drained faster when you're not in purposeful and intentional alignment with your own truth. Some people work long hours and feel completely energized because they're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. They position themselves that way and they reset their alignment to be able to do that. Others can put a couple of hours in and feel completely depleted, exhausted. And it's because this misalignment creates friction. When you're pretending to be someone you're not, when you're saying yes, when you really mean no, when you're saying, this is the way I know it's going to give us better results, and you're acquiescing to other people, pushing towards something that isn't truly yours, that's creating great friction. And your nervous system feels this resistance. And your resistance burns energy, not calories, just energy, right? Think about that. And think about this on the other side of the spectrum, that alignment creates energy. It's a fascinating thing, but when you're aligned with your purpose and your values and your truth, you feel more energized after doing the work. Think about when you've gone for a walk and you're just in and you get lost. Think about getting lost in your journal. Think about doing a writing project for work and your creative juices are flowing. Or you have this beautiful one-to-one conversation and everything clicks. Or projects that seemingly flow with no friction. So you're creating something that has great meaning. And instead of feeling tired afterward, you feel more alive, right? Like, where did all that time go? And I'm ready to do more. That's alignment. So for me, one of the greatest things about this kind of sense of alignment once was watching my nephew's soccer game when I think he was 6 or 7 years old. And I showed up at the field and everything leading into that, and my seeing him succeeding, having fun, enjoying himself. I visioned that and it came true. And that 45 minutes just felt like it was 5 minutes because I could see the joy on his face, right? And there was true alignment in my hopes and my desires for his time. It didn't drain me, it energized. Those things create energy. So if you enjoy things like this kind of reflection that help you connect to your inner wisdom within everyday life, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can catch my next month musing when I drop it. All right. But back to what I was talking about, here's a really great energy audit for you. Try a drain in your life energy audit. You can do this in less than 5 minutes. Just think about yesterday. Just go through it in your mind's eye with no judgment. Just become the sacred observer of the day, right? The schedule for the day, what you went through. And then ask yourself, what was the one thing, one that drained my energy? Was it a task, a responsibility, a phone call that you had to make, a conversation, a deadline that you had to meet? What was the one thing that drained your energy? Put that on one side, piece of paper in your mind. Then ask yourself a second thing and say, what was the one thing that fueled my energy? That thing that made me feel lighter, clearer, had more joie de vivre, right? Maybe it was helping someone unexpectedly, or going for that walk, or solving a meaningful problem with win-wins. Put that on the other side of this proverbial paper of yours. And then ask yourself this magic sacred soul question. What if your fatigue isn't about sleep? What if your soul is simply asking for more of this? And how can you put that in your life? If you're feeling tired, think about that. Misalignment drains your energy faster than work ever will, and alignment will actually create and fuel your energy. And doing a simple energy audit can reveal what's really going on for you. Because again, sleep restores your body, and it's very important, but alignment restores your soul. So muse on that for a while. Where in your life are you feeling drained, and where are you feeling energized? And how can you incorporate more of that feeling of zest and sing into your life, right? Use what resonates and what comes up. Let go of the rest. Be that sacred observer for yourself. And if you enjoyed this monthly musing, don't forget to subscribe again so that you'll be notified when the next one comes in. And until then, always keep smiling and mug on.